with this. Thank you.
Well, don't know how I'm going to follow up with that. I'm going to try. But have you forgotten anything? Maybe it's your Bible. Maybe it's your friend that you should have brought to church. I don't know. Have you forgotten God? The Israelites did. God brought them out of slavery in Exodus, and Moses went up a mountain. He said, "Stay here. I'm going to go talk with God, get further instructions." He comes back down. They built an altar to a cow, a golden cow. What about the disciples? John 6, 60 through 66. John 6, 60 through 66. Many, therefore, of his disciples, when they heard this saying, said, "This is a hard saying. Who can hear it?" When Jesus knew it in himself that his disciples murmured at it, he said unto them, "Does this offend you? What? And if ye shall see the Son of Man ascend up, where has he before? Is this the Spirit that quickeneth, this flesh that profiteth nothing? The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. But there are some of you that believeth not. For Jesus knew from the beginning who they were that did not believe, and who should betray him. And he said, Therefore I say unto you, that no man can come unto me except for those who are given unto him my Father. And at that time, many of his disciples went away, because they did not like what he said. What about the apostles? John 21, 1 through 3. Jesus just died, and the apostles, they didn't know what they were going to do, so they went fishing. That's all they could do. That's all they knew how to do. What about us today? Do we think about God through our daily lives? Job did. He lost a lot of stuff, but he kept on going with God. He lost his family, he lost his house, he lost his livestock, which are not just animals to be looked upon. They are his income, his food. What about Enoch? It says repeatedly, he walked with God. Genesis 5:22, Genesis 5:24, Hebrews 11:5. He did not die because he walked with God. He was a godly man. What about Paul? He persecuted Christians. He killed them. And when faced with it, he turned his ways around and walked with God, following him and converting numerous people to his side. Do we only go to God when faced with big events or challenges? The Israelites did, and Judges. Every time they would go to slavery, they would see that they did wrong. They'd cry to God, help us, help us. God would help them, and peace would make them lazy. They would make them sin. So they'd go through the whole cycle again. The whole book of Judges is about that. And again, Job. Job did not go to God just because he lost everything. He was always with God, and that's why he was challenged. And when he came out of those challenges successful, he gained double of what he owned. And our final point, just going through motions. At worship, here, do we just sit here and listen? Do we just sing the songs because they're on the screen just to show that we are listening? Or do we actually worship? Do we get something out of it? Worship's not about us. It's about God. But do we learn from it? Thank you.